and welcome back to Trojan Sports Now. With me is Eva Fabricius-Bjerre from the women's golf team. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'm sorry if I said your last name wrong.
It's okay.
All right, so first off, how'd you get started in golf?
I got started because I love candy, I love sweets, and my dad said, because I think golf was really boring when I was small, okay, if you go with me and practice, I will give you candy, I will give you ice cream or chocolate or something. And I ended up being like, hey Dad, can we go practice? Because then I knew I would get candy. And somehow I ended up being good without even knowing.
Yeah, if my dad offered me candy to go golf, I'd probably go golf too.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. So why'd you decide to play at Troy?
I visited a lot of schools because I knew I wanted to go to the States because it's a great opportunity to get education and play golf at the same time. And when I visited this place, I feel like the girls were really good friends and the coach was great to them. And yeah, I liked the atmosphere around the campus, and this campus is beautiful. And that means something as well.
Yeah, and speaking of the head coach, it's his first season, Randy Keck. How's it been playing for him?
It's been so nice. He's a great coach. He makes me want to go out and practice because he pushes, but not too hard. And he pushes to the limits where we give the best we have. He is really good. I'm so happy that he's the coach.
And what was it like getting to know him in the short period of when he was hired and then you went on your first road trip?
Yeah, that was... It was an experience because I was freshman and the girls didn't know him and we didn't know him, and we didn't have our best tournament in our first tournament, and he tried to be nice, but we didn't play very good. So it was tough, what can we say to him and what can he say to us, because we don't know each other that good. But yeah, we've been both ways, we have been improving. He knows us a lot now and know what to say and how to push us. And yeah, we know how to be around him. He's great. He's really great.
Yeah, and speaking of the other girls, what was it like coming in here as a freshman and getting to know them?
Oh, that's been one of my best experiences here. I'm from Denmark, so I'm so far from home. And they made it feel like home here. They are my family. Sometimes if I've had a bad day or something, I like just calling them, going over there, hanging out, making homeworks with them. Yeah, they are my everything here.
Now, you just had the Palmetto Invitational and you led the team for 2 rounds. So what is it like being able to come in here as a freshman and be able to lead them in scoring?
That makes me more confident because I was very nervous in the beginning. I was like, well, these girls are so good. And they are good. They are really good. We have been struggling, but we are on the right track now. So it's going to be great.
But the team did finish 16th. So what are y'all doing in practice to improve on that finish?
Yeah. We're just going to step up. That was so bad, and we're not going to redo it. So we're going to practice harder, do more skills. Just give more of ourselves in practice than we have done. We are actually doing good so far. We are improving, but our score doesn't reflect that, unfortunately.
And what was Coach telling you guys after that tournament?
Our second day, we were struggling as a team because the weather was bad, so it was hard mentally. And he didn't like the attitude out there the second day, but we as a team improved for the third day, and we could feel each other's energy, positive energy on the third day. So after the tournament, he said we have to keep doing what we did the third day because there was so much good energy. And if you see somebody in front of you making something good, you're like, okay, I can go and do that too. Yeah. So yeah, he said we have to work harder, and we definitely have.
So what are you guys doing in practice?
In practice, we mostly do right now a lot of technique because our technique skills is not where we want it to be. And when we are done with all the technique, we can practice more like stop doing so much technique and focus on like getting it in the hole. So right now it's a lot of technique and it's a lot of drills, like learn to get it close, like a lot of basic things actually. Yeah.
So the women's team has won 3 conference championships. Are you hoping that you are able to win a conference championship during your time in Troy?
Yeah, and it is definitely our goal to win again this year. That is why we want to like get all the techniques done now and all the basics so we can show up in the spring and win the conference, because we are good enough to do that.
So what do you think the team has to do to be able to win the conference?
Work hard and work even harder and keep pushing ourselves and pushing each other out to the limits where you feel uncomfortable. And when you are in that point feeling uncomfortable, learn to be comfortable feeling uncomfortable.
Right. Okay. So now, no more golf talk. Let's get to know you a little bit more. So earlier you said you're from Denmark. So what was the adjustment from living in Denmark to moving here to Troy?
Yeah, we are speaking Danish in Denmark, so the language was a big of an adjustment for me. I was struggling a lot in school, and I am still. Like, it's just difficult to understand all the professors. And beside like language, I think the food is very different from back home. You guys just eat a lot of fried chicken and fried stuff. Yeah, so I had to get used to that.
Yes, the South loves their fried food. So do you have a favorite fried food?
Fried shrimps. Yeah, I like fish.
Yes, shrimp is my favorite. So when you're not playing or practicing, what do you like to do?
Ooh, I like running, just because it clears my head out and I stop thinking, and I like reading because I get into a new world. Right now I'm reading Harry Potter. And I like when I have time to paint with watercolors. Yeah, because it do the same when I'm running. It just makes the time stop and I'm going into like, yeah, another world.
Right, and earlier you mentioned you like spending time with the girls outside of playing and practicing. So what are some things that you guys do together?
Oh, we love movie nights. We do a lot of movie nights. Get together, choose a movie. Sometimes it's a good movie, sometimes it's not. Make cookies, make popcorn, just having fun. Yeah, that is my favorite thing we're doing together.
Now, do you guys have a certain type of movie that you like to watch?
Yeah, funny movies. Because it makes us laugh together, and yeah, that is just the movies we like to see.
All right, so what's your favorite movie?
That is probably a Disney movie. I like Disney movies. They're just happy movies. You will never see a Disney movie and not ending up smiling, even though they are for children.
Yeah, I still watch Disney movies all the time.
Yeah.
So when you're not playing, do you like to watch it on TV?
Right now I don't have a TV, so I mostly watch it like on my computer. Yeah, because it's just the easiest way for me to do it.
So do you have a favorite player that you like to watch?
In golf?
Yes.
Yeah, Jason Day. I think he's very cool, and yeah, Jason Day is probably my favorite because he's just ice cold and he's just keep doing it and stepping up when nobody else is, and like, yeah, finished the round. I like that.
Yeah, he's really fun to watch. Now, do you have a favorite course that you like to play on or that you'd like to visit one day?
Yeah, in Scotland, there is a bunch of good courses around St. Andrews, and I would like to play the course called King's Barnes, because everybody who plays the courses, I've never been there, says like you have to play St. Andrews because there's a very famous bridge. But everybody says that King's Barnes it's a course out next to the sea and have a lot of beautiful courses. It's actually better. So I would really love to play that course one day.
All right, and finally, do you have any tips for someone who's looking to get started in golf?
Oh, do I have a tip? Yeah. Be patient. It's a tough sport and it's not getting any easier, but be patient because it's fun and you can always play golf. You can go out when you're 70 or 90 and go play golf with your friends. It's a great sport and it doesn't matter if you're good. Like, you're doing it for fun.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining me today.
You're welcome.
Stay tuned for what's ahead on Trojan Sports Now right after this.